Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and welcome back to part 57 of my short lifespan legacy challenge. Obviously, in the last part, we officially, I feel, kicked off the 5th generation of the Singleton family. This is the furthest I have ever got in any legacy ever, as long as you don't include the alphabet trophy that I got in my PS5 collection hunt, because let's be real, I completely cheated that whole system to get that actual trophy. This is the one that I've played the most, and I am continuously telling stories. I'm actually really proud of myself for this one. One, it's a super fun challenge anyway. I love the fact that it feels like a challenge to try and get stuff done, and then actually using your head to try and plot out the best ways to complete things. But with starting the 5th generation, they are, of course, our little eco activists. We have already decided that. We kind of decided that Sylvester was going to be the heir, so I decided to kick off this little kid's makeover with him. I asked you lot if it was okay if I chose Sylvie to be the heir, because it's meant to be random, but one of you, this was actually TAC President, said, honestly, totally fine with Sylvester being the next heir. Wow, why can I not talk? It's kind of like letting randomized traits choose who next, which is pretty neat. I mean, that's completely what this challenge is about. You are meant to randomize it really as much as possible. I mean, our founder was quite literally randomized in Creator Sim, and that's kind of how I've played this whole Nightmare Legacy challenge. So of course, I decided to stick with the blue and green theme. I did give him his waves. Malcolm has wavy hair, and I figured this boy was probably gonna be spending a lot of time outside in the sand, in the sea, and so I wanted him to also have those beachy waves. I feel like Casper is not more put together, but he kind of dresses up a little bit more. He's kind of still following, I think, what Aiden wants from him, whereas I kind of felt Sylvester, he still has that elevated fashion that I feel Aiden wants her kids to have. I've said this from the beginning, but she kind of sees them as little mini-me's, and a way to accessorize herself is through her kids, which I know is not how kids are meant to be viewed. I personally would never view a child in that manner. However, I do feel it's pretty on point for Aiden to think about her kids that way. So Sylvester is definitely the kind of more laid back one, whereas Casper is still trying, I feel, to impress his mum and win her over and stuff like that, whereas Sylvester, I feel, is already you broke up with our dad in front of us on our birthday, and something happens within this part. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I do feel as if it's gonna cause a little bit of family drama. I feel it is going to be the catalyst for the boys' stories, and obviously them wanting to go against the grain and what's expected of them with the Singleton name, and Aiden being their mum and being a lawyer. So I, for one, am very, very excited for it. She has always been a diva. She will continue to be a diva, even if that divaness falls onto the kids' heads and they then have to put up with her. I did actually try and go back and change Sylvester's hair color right at the end of this, but I figured that it kind of washed him out a little bit. I was with him being in the sun, the sea, and the sand, I can imagine his hair being a little bit more blonde, but yeah, it just didn't look that great, so I kind of kept it natural how it was. Also, he did actually age up with little freckles, so I feel he chose himself as the heir. I didn't even do it. Everything about him, his personality, the way that he looks, just screamed eco activist heir. So hope you enjoyed this makeover and hope you enjoy this part. Sylvester already on it when it comes to the heir duties of a legacy challenge. He obviously spent the night in the tent with his brother, who is still currently fast asleep. He was always the early riser out of them. He basically wakes up with the sun. He is already one with nature, but I have done some digging. Obviously, I want to try and get him him into the top of his career as quickly as possible, because that obviously has a lot to do with Aiden's aspiration. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there, but I figured for the best start in his generation, we are gonna already focus on the skills that he needs. So I do want to get him into the environmental career. I unfortunately thought there were more aspirations than just beach life in Sulani and island living, but apparently that's the only one. Like, there's not even one to do with the career, which I find really, really strange. So I think I'm gonna have to wait until he ages up into a teenager to see what I want his aspiration to actually be. Like, I currently have zero idea, but obviously, I want to get him started on his skills, and for the environmentalist career, there are 2 different branches that you can do. I haven't really chosen on a branch. I don't know whether I want him to be like an environmental speaker, or if I want him to be a marine biologist. I personally can see him in both, but for marine biologist, you need fitness and logic, and then for the other one, you need logic and charisma. So I think we're gonna work pretty much on all 3, but before we get started on that, I really quickly want him to come and we are gonna sort out recyclables and sort out compostables, just because I can definitely— whoa did you see that? He hot skipped and jumped into that feckin' dumpster. He was so ready for that. Someone call Jacqueline Wilson, because we got a new dustbin baby on our hands. We are gonna dive for some deals, and I definitely want him to also continue like looking for trash and cleaning up where he can, which, speaking of, there's not really like a lot of trash looming around our current place. There's like these ones over here which we can definitely go and clean up, but kind of want to work on our mental skill. Obviously, we still do need to do this aspiration, which is help a child with homework 3 times, which he hasn't actually done his homework yet. Have a child earn an A in high school, not even primary. Jeez Louise. You truly just want these kids to be grown up so fast. I mean, he is definitely, I feel, more grown up. How is he still asleep? It is 7. To be fair, I thought it was a lot later than that. He's gonna go chat with Helmy, who's actually chilling out in the trailer. Helmy's like, come here, I've got a secret to tell you. I want you to be an environmentalist enthusiast. She's like, this is suspicious. I do not trust this. Aiden coming in, being like, it fecking stinks in here. Can you actually clean up like all of this stuff? I honestly want to get rid of this trailer so bad, because literally all they use it for is to like eat, and then they just leave all of the rubbish in here. Dude, why would you not clean that up? What the heck? There you go. Stop putting it down on the floor. Aiden, go and wash it, you nasty girl. It wasn't even her who did that. But we are gonna— where's his homework? Right, do homework, and then instead of Helmy helping, she's like, I am the parental figure here. I'm gonna be the one to help him, Helmy. So she's gonna jump in there real quick. She's gonna go cut him off, even though Helmy definitely looks like he's he's telling him that he stinks. You should be encouraging this behavior, Helmy. He's been dumpster diving. That's what you wanted from him. Oh, there's still all these gross bits. Helmy, you come and clean these up. Dude, I swear that was you. And then can you also clean this if you can get around them? For someone who's meant to be pushing the boys to get into environmentalism, he is leaving all sorts of rubbish around the place. Congrats on your recent birthday. Haha, Karma is not the guy on the screen. He got sick right after we broke up with him. It looks like he has adult chickenpox. How embarrassing. Could never be me. Definitely couldn't be me at the ripe old age of 21 in the high middle of summer, and I had to miss my first summer in the city where I was officially listed as a guest to be on a panel, and I could have met Jenna Marbles, and that was like the only time that Jenna Marbles went to summer in the city, and I've never forgiven my body since for getting chickenpox at 21. I don't know what you mean. Definitely not me. Sir, you are also, she's going to encourage you to go and play some chess with her. I'm assuming that his skills, oh, actually, he's already a level 2 in motor, 3 in social, and 2 in mental. So he's not doing too bad. We still obviously have a long way to go until we are level 10. We have to do this. I mean, we have to max something out because she needs it and he's like the only child. Although, can they do this as maybe a teen? Have Sim's child max out any of the child skills? If they've grown up already, maxing out any skill will work too. Okay, so you can technically still continue to do it as a teenager. Thank goodness we are not gonna let the whole side down. I would simply cry if that was the case. Helmy, why are you so obsessed with this child? Seriously, I'm gonna need you to clean up. Maybe I should just do it myself. Yeah, there's nothing left to do because I did it all for you. Carrying always this challenge on my back. Not a nightmare when I'm behind the helm. Ignoring the non-air begins and it feels so good. To be fair, I technically should be having the boys like play against each other. This is like the one generation where I probably shouldn't just fully ignore the other one. I genuinely do think that they're gonna move out together and like go live on an island, which I, for one, am very excited about. The game basically said, here, double your chances of actually completing Aiden's aspiration. That's why it gave me twins. Oh no, has someone died? Oh, okay, that's fine. I kind of don't want to go to the flea market. Yeah, he's gonna make a donation. He's using all of Aiden's money. Speaking of money, career, she needs to actually call up. What would happen if you just called Nancy Landgrab up after breaking up with her son, who is your baby daddy, and offered to represent her legally, because she still needs to offer legal representation, and she, for one, definitely knows that Nancy needs it. She is in the criminal career. She is a criminal mastermind. Where the heck is she? She is over here. Oh, you've been playing a little bit of tennis. All right, let's invite her in, even though she's probably just gonna walk in anyway, because we live in Sulani and it feels like anyone can just walk in at any given opportunity. Oh, jokesters, heck yeah. Law career, there we go. Chat about scandalous lawsuit. Offer legal representation, meet prospective client, or discuss complex law case. We are going to offer legal representation. Nancy, if you turn this down, you are in a hot bed of legal issues. I already know. You own the power company. You're about to be in legal trouble with your grandchildren. Oh my god. That's so excellent. The story literally tells itself. Imagine if these guys take down the big Landgrab energy company. I would simply cackle. Oh, I don't think she wanted it. Did she want it? I'm offering it to you for free. You don't even need to pay me. Actually, I would like to be paid. Oh, she's being mean to us. Is this because we broke up with Malcolm? What's he been saying about me? Because you should not trust any of the rumors. He is an asshat who hates my guts. I'm purely here for you, not for your son. Maybe the old saying is true of the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree when it comes to the land grabs. I don't understand why she wouldn't want Aiden representing her. She just has decided that she does not like us. Who the hell am I gonna represent then? Maybe I should just like offer to represent my sister, which we definitely would not get away with. I don't even know what Tremaine would need legal advice for. To be fair, I've never really paid much attention to her, so she could be up to all sorts and I wouldn't even know it. It would be under my nose and I would have no idea. Helmy, I feel like I can't defend. Why does no one want my legal representation? I'm not working for Big Pharma. Nancy just turned me down, babes. Why are none of you helping me get carried in my career? Maybe we should try with Helmy. I feel like he'll be easy to win over. Why is there so much rubbish in our house? What the hell is actually happening here? Hey, Aiden has acquired Helmy as a client. More clients means more responsibility, but that also means more earnings. Now do you want to get in on it, Tremaine? We could make this a family business. Tremaine said, okay, if Helmy is doing it, I'll also do it. Oh my god, Nancy also just joined. This is excellent. In true Aiden fashion, this person is wrongdoing the island, but we are gonna give them a cheeky, cheerful introduction and also ask if Rua, who is a fish poacher, also wants legal representation from us. The boys are not gonna like this one. Oh my god, he is a fish poacher. He literally has fish scales on his eyeballs. He actually said, yes, I cannot believe that you just got a fish poacher. The boys are gonna hate you, Aiden. This is gonna cause mad family beef once they find out that he's on the roster. I think this may be the first time ever I feel like this lot have had like a family meal. Just to give you a little update on the day that we have had, he is a level 3, almost a level 4 in social. However, Sylvester killing it. He's already a level 5, almost a level 6 in his mental skill, and also almost a level 4 in his social. We're gonna give a funny introduction to Nancy, because pretty much just like chatting with people actually helps to get up your social. So I'm hoping that both of them can reach like level 10 in this. That would be wonderful. We're gonna talk about our favorite animal, talk about the warm temperature, make some funny faces. Oh, his favorite animal is a crab. I knew I loved this kid for all the right reasons. I absolutely fecking love crabs so much. We're also gonna, actually no, he wouldn't beg for new toys. He would think that that was bad for the environment. He already has so many toys. Oh, they actually don't have Sulani in common because he speaks Sulani and she speaks Simlish, I'm fairly sure. So she just thinks that we're like out here talking about pickles, which honestly, I wouldn't really put it past him to be talking about pickles. Love how she is double fisting like a mint matcha cupcake or whatever that may be. It's a mint mocha and then also a faux meat casserole. Can you guess who made the faux meat casserole? I'm gonna give you 2 guesses. I feel like that's all you need. And to give you a hint, it wasn't one of the kids because they can't actually cook. Do the kids speak Simlish? I kind of need to change that if they do. Native languages, we are gonna add a native language, Toki Sulani. I don't know why Sulani isn't their native. Like, they were born here, they were raised here. Your native language. I'm gonna also add... Oh, so one of them speaks Simlish and the other speaks Toki Sulani. Now, hopefully, both of them speak both. Why are my Sims like allergic to cleaning stuff up in this household? I don't understand what's going on. I also love how I also decided to wear blue, so I'm matching Casper. I just felt like I wanted to be part of the fam. It's been going for over a year now and I've never felt more connected to these Sims. Which, speaking of, I don't actually really know what I'm gonna do for... We're gonna take a brisk shower. It's his whole personality trait. He takes like cold showers and gets showered in like a minute because he doesn't want to waste water. As soon as he is able to upgrade things, to be fair, I'm fairly sure we have like a lot of like the recycled water stuff because of Babs. The next generation, I have absolutely no idea what their story is gonna be. I think I'm gonna have to play with like the boys a little bit more. I can't remember if I've ever mentioned like the next generation and kind of what I want to do with them. I don't think I have, because usually even if I've said it like a year ago, I will mostly remember what I've said, at least of like general direction I want to continue taking this challenge. So if I have mentioned it before and I'm just misremembering, please do not hesitate to let me know once upon a time what I once said, because honestly most of the time I feel like you lot have a much better memory than I could ever have. I mean, I play a lot of saves at once. Can I really be held responsible for not remembering every little thing that I've said? I chat a lot of shit. A lot of stuff coming from this mouth at all times. Most of the time, it's not even up here. I think I'm pretty much gonna wrap up here though, especially with having the makeover at the beginning of the part. I imagine this is gonna be a little bit longer than usual, but I am honestly quite impressed with the actual progress that we happened to make when it came to some of the skills today. Obviously, I still very much want to focus on like getting an A, which speaking of, we probably should have checked this. I mean, we already got a skill to level 2 and we've done our homework. He has not done his homework though. How do I keep forgetting that I have a 2-in-1 here? I have a twofer. Can I wake you up so that you can help him do his homework like real quick? Oh, finishing up with her just like going, oh, usually they like sit on the bed like next to the sim to help out. It looks like she is just standing over him making sure he's doing his homework. I mean, Aiden, you don't really look like you're helping here. You just look like you're berating him. I mean, she is clearly smart. Like, she's a level 10 in... I love how her jumper matches the wall exactly. She decked this out in Brightchester colors. Brightchester pride! Imagine having that much pride in your alumni. Could never be me. I get emails every so often from like Newcastle alumni. Never ever opened one. Honestly, personally offended they've never invited me to go to one of their events. Ooh, Sylvester has a loose tooth. I'm also fairly sure he saw a monster under the bed. I thought that these beds couldn't get monsters because they have drawers underneath them. Defying physics. We're actually going to try and talk to the monster under the bed. Oh, she's a level 7 in parenting. Are you finished with your homework or is that distracting you? Oh no, he's also finished. Oh, Aiden's gonna be so pissed off. He ran straight to help me to get him to spray the monster. Aiden was quite literally in the room. Oh my god, Aiden. I feel sorry for her. I know she's gonna be strict and stuff, but I do feel like she's trying her best when it comes to parenting. I feel like she's gonna be really, really hurt by that. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this part. Let me know about like the 5th generation. Let me know if any of your spider senses are tingling, or should I say Sims senses are tingling, and where you see the story going. 5th generation or 6th generation? I literally looked at the flippin' family tree last time. I should remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th generation. We are on the 5th. Wow, we're halfway through. Unbelievable. Furthest I've ever got in a legacy challenge. Aren't you proud of me? I will see you all in my next one. Bye now.